to your collective self-reflection reading. Now, as this is a collective reading, not everything will resonate, so please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you don't find any messages in this for yourself, then please check your other placements. You'll likely find a message in there. You will find all your other placements in the playlists, and you'll find those on my channel, so check those out whenever you feel like it. Now, I do apologise that I haven't managed to get you a video out earlier last week. I was quite poorly. Still got a little bit of a cough, so I may mute while I'm going through the video. But yeah, sorry about that. So you will get 2 readings this week. You'll have this one, and then we'll also get the December one out to you probably over the weekend. So let's get into your read. Spirit, can we get some cards, please, for Pisces for their self-reflection journey? This is the second time today I've tried to record this for you. I had a power cut halfway through one earlier, and it was actually lovely. I was reading it and thinking, why does Pisces need to do any self-reflection? These are great cards. Clearly that was not the message that needed to come out, so explains the power cut. Okay, so your overall energy, we've got the Knight of Wands. So this is suggesting to me that you are trying to have a lot of energy. You're trying to be passionate about certain things. You're trying to have a lot of charisma. You're very much trying to maintain your drive and have that self-confidence to move forward. The Knight of Wands is somebody that wants to move forward very fast as well, and very passionate, and can be really creative. So you could be in a bit of a creative period for yourself, possibly trying to work out certain things that you like, trying new things, creating things. You could also be doing a good chunk of traveling as well with this Knight of Wands. I've just realised he's got a boat on his hand, so maybe you're doing a bit of sailing, going overseas potentially. This Knight of Wands as well is also very much in touch with his intuition. We've got the third eye sitting there on the top of his head. But yeah, very much a fiery, passionate, well-driven, very well-travelled Knight of Wands. So very much your overall energy. So suggesting that you are very much trying to keep your energy up, trying to, like I say, go for things as much as you possibly can, and keep that passion and intensity going. Now, in your current energy, we do have an Ace of Swords. So you potentially may be lying to yourself about certain things. You could also be in the need of cutting certain things out of your life, things that potentially don't serve you. There could be a need to cut people out. There could be a need to cut behaviours out. It could just be a need to open up to yourself and start recognising certain patterns, certain behaviours, and potentially things that you enjoy. Let's get some clarity on that Ace of Swords. That's too many cards, Spirit. That's just as many cards, Spirit. I only want 1 or 2 more, please. Not half a deck. Thank you. Okay. So we do have a Page of Cups. So you are potentially trying to be in touch with your emotions, trying to be a bit fun, flirty, trying to find things out that you like, maybe being a bit creative. Very much innocent energy as well, potentially looking to start something. Maybe you've met somebody, you're trying to start off as friends, very much trying to have that innocent kind of fun, flirty kind of emotions going on. We do have a Wheel of Fortune as well, so you potentially are in some good fortune at the moment. You could be very much on the up with regards to your fortune. Now, it could be very much that you aren't recognising this. You might be cutting this out or not realising what you've got in front of you. It could be that you might have somebody that's around you that you are having a bit of an emotional attachment to. Maybe it's just your emotions itself, and you're in a very good upward spiral of the wheel. So you're having some good luck, potentially doing some moving. You may not even be seeing this. You may just be thinking that you're stuck and you're not moving forward. But you are very much rapidly moving forward. We have a Seven of Pentacles as well in the reverse. So this is suggesting to me that part of what you need to cut out are things that don't serve you. So you potentially have learnt some lessons, and instead of waiting around for certain things, you've realised that actually it's time to cut your losses and move forward. So maybe certain things haven't developed how you want them to. Maybe, relationships or emotions haven't gone any further than just being friends. And you're realising it, and you're starting to cut your losses, and you're moving on from certain things. I mean, it might have nothing to do with that. That just might be very much, like I say, your innocent energy starting something. But very much you realising what it is that you want, what it is you're no longer going to sit around and wait for, and very much taking the energy to move forward. Now, there's a lot of movement energy here. The Knight of Wands, like I say, is movement. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, which is movement. The Seven of Pentacles in the reverse is movement. We have an Eight of Wands that's movement. We have a Chariot that's movement. So there's so many movement cards here that it does suggest that you are very much rapidly trying to move into something. So whether this is a new period of your life, whether this is you just trying to evolve as a person, whether this is you physically wanting to relocate, there's a lot of movement cards going on here. So to me, it looks as though you are in a rapid kind of mindset change. Now, in your challenges, we have a Nine of Pentacles, or the Nine of Coins. Now, this is telling me that your independence could be a bit of a challenge. Now, that could be itself that, maybe you want to move away from certain things to be independent. Maybe you're fed up of having childlike energy and you currently live with your parents, and you want to move out from that, and you want to be independent and on your own. And striking out on your own could be a big challenge for you to start with. It could be that you may be with a person, like I say, and that you found that the relationship isn't going anywhere and you want to strike out on your own. Again, if you've been living with somebody, that could be, complicated and could be a challenge. It could simply be if you've been on your own for a while and you're deciding that this isn't for you anymore, coming out of being independent. I mean, it's always good to be independent even in a relationship, because the last thing you want to do is depend on somebody that much that you can't do anything without them. So having that independent, having a healthy interdependent relationship is what you want to strive for. But there are certain things that you do in relationships that you combine things, like combining your assets, combining, your monies, things like that. And it could be that you find that as being a bit of a struggle, a bit of a challenge. Let's get you some clarity on that Nine of Pentacles. To me, it looks very much as though it could be the stability that comes with that Nine of Pentacles could be the issue. It's the Nine of Pentacles itself is very normally somebody that's very stable, very successful, very abundant, and very independent. They don't need anybody else. They don't rely on anyone else to get what they want. They can do everything themselves. And that could be what it is. Maybe you're so used to being independent and doing things yourself that you don't feel like you want anybody else to do anything for you. And you don't really let people in. Now, we do have a Tower card. Now, that did come out in the reverse. The Tower card is telling me that you may be holding on to something, some sort of mindset change, something that needs to end, and it's dragging it out a little bit. So this could be very much what the challenge is, ending whatever this Tower is so that you can rebuild something from the beginning. We have a Three of Swords, so it's suggesting that there's definitely been some sort of heartbreak that's happened with this. I mean, to be honest, she doesn't look particularly heartbroken on this Three of Swords. She looks a little bit like she's got a bit of melancholy going on there, but I wouldn't say she's heartbroken. She just looks a little bit like she's going, oh, I remember the past. She doesn't look particularly sad. I can't see any tears. There's no stabbing in the back. You know, she's just, eh, if only it could have been kind of energy. So very much suggesting that if there was heartbreak, it's potentially looking like it's being healed from. You know, it's not suggesting there's anything really lingering there, just maybe the past, you know, the odd thought here or there that might make you go, oh yeah, I remember those days. But I wouldn't say this is anything that looks like it's anything horrific. It could even be, you know, you reminiscing over certain things that could just bring up that little bit of a tug of an emotion every now and then from something that was painful previously. And that could very well be what you're still holding on to that you need to just finish letting go of. You have an Ace of Cups. So very much some sort of emotional new beginning. I mean, that could very well be a big challenge for you, allowing you to have those emotions, feeling your emotions, filling yourself up. It could be that you're very much an overworker, and maybe if you've had your heart broken in the past, you may struggle with opening up your emotions and letting people in. And very much this could be what all of this independence is about. You know, you might be thinking that you're currently stable. Do you want to open up your heart and let someone in? Because it could make you unstable. And then you might have a tower moment if something bad happens. So very much suggesting that opening yourself up could be a bit of an issue as well. We do have a Seven of Cups too. So it is suggesting to me that you do have a few options out there. Now that Seven of Cups is in the upright. So it could be that you get yourself a little bit stuck, a little bit paralysed by all of those options that are in front of you. And again, that could be a big choice as well. Out of those options, you know, what do you want to choose? Do you want to open up to somebody else? Do you want to stay independent? Do you just want to experience your emotions for yourself? Do you want to trust your emotions with things that have happened in the past? Very much looks as though you've got a lot of things to choose from, and you need to. I mean, she's sitting there on the clouds. She's doing a lot of dreaming, you know, riding out those dreams, sitting head in the clouds, kind of doolallying over what she wants. And this suggests to me that this could be, again, another bit of the obstacle that's here. You know, making those choices over what it is that you actually want. The Nine of Pentacles is somebody that tends to be quite driven and quite focused, very skilled, very good with everything that they're doing, very abundant. The Seven of Cups could be somebody that's getting a little bit stuck because they've overwhelmed by too many options. So it could very well be that you may find that that could affect your stability, because if you've got so many options out there, which one do you go for? And then that whole hesitating, not moving forward kind of affects your stability, and you sit there wondering, well, what am I doing? Where do I go next? And it could very well be down to that. Now, what help is available for you? We do have an Eight of Wands in the reverse. So that is suggesting to me that you need to slow down. You are trying to go at things at pace from everything that is around at you. And this is suggesting to me that you need to slow down. Now, it could have something to do with communication or a lack of communication. So potentially keeping things to yourself a little bit to prevent any kind of miscommunication. But yeah, very much not doing anything at this point in time, or just slowing down the pace of whatever it is that you're doing. Let's get some clarity on this Eight of Wands. So the first card that come out then was the Emperor. So making sure that you are controlling whatever it is that you are going for. Having that drive, that self-assurance, and that self-confidence to know what it is that you want. But it could be very much that you need to take your time with regards to this. The Emperor is very calculating and very exact. They don't do things without expecting or having calculated the outcomes. You know, they make calculated decisions, running risks through, having a good idea of what the outcome's going to be before they do it. So they do tend to take their time and make sure that they've made the right decision for them before they do anything. So very much suggesting that whatever decision it is you're making, whatever it is you're doing, you take your time and you pace it out, you have a look at it and make sure that you're doing the right thing for you. We have a Page of Swords in the reverse. Now that is suggesting that you could be doing a lot of looking of certain things up. You could be doing a lot of learning. This is telling me that it's time for you to stop learning and start putting it in practice. Very much that you need to not rush it through, but, take those slow steps towards things. The Page of Swords, he's not as fast as the Knight of Swords. He doesn't have a horse. So very much taking your time to move forward, moving through those steps after you've finished learning what you need to learn. We also have a Hermit in the reverse, which is suggesting to me that it might be time to come out of any isolation if you've been in some isolation. The Hermit in reverse is somebody that has been doing a lot of inner searching. Might still have some inner lessons to learn, but these ones are deep when he's in the reverse. But sometimes he can get a little bit overwhelmed in this isolation and the loneliness, and sometimes he gets too lonely in his loneliness. So very much reaching out to other people when you need to, coming out of isolation if you need to, potentially asking for others' help as well, because sometimes the lessons that the Hermit's got to learn they're really hard to learn sometimes. And it might very well be that some of these things are that deep that you might need to reach out to a professional, for instance, to help you overcome them and get over it. Now, it could simply be that you may just be, isolating yourself from other people. It could very well be that you are not wanting to interact with others because of the emotional attachments. And here it's saying it's time to get out there, Hearing you challenge, you had that Ace of Cups saying that it's going to be a challenge to open yourself up. And here in the Hermit in the reverse, it's saying that it's time to stop being on your own. You don't need to be isolated. If you're feeling lonely, it's time to reach out. And then we have a Devil in the reverse. So making sure you're not self-sabotaging yourself, keeping your boundaries up, not going towards things that are negative, making sure that you are doing everything that you can possibly to serve your highest good and not dropping into any kind of old negative cycles or patterns. If you manage to take this help and you navigate through this challenge, we have a Chariot as the end. The Chariot is obviously a successful forward movement of both your heart and your head. It's the whole being of you being aligned in its purpose, and it's moving forward along the path that you're destined to move along. Whatever the universe is holding for you, whatever it is that you're supposed to be doing, this is you moving along that path, and it's moving along that path at some pace as well. The Chariot is the fastest moving card. Is pulled by 2 horses, 2 horsepower, whatever that is. But very much, very much successful, very much being acknowledged. It can also be a card of union, and that is from the 2 horses on the front, the yin yang kind of thing. Successful union of your head and your heart, and your heart and your heart, or somebody else's heart, if that is what you're moving towards. Can we get one more to clarify, please, Spirit? Brilliant. Okay. So the first card out, the 8 of Wands. So having that communication, having that very fast movement forward, moving, successful communication, successful moves forward, finally being able to move forward in whatever it is that you want. Very much moving forward in whatever it is that you want. We also have a Sun card. The Sun card is obviously symbolising happiness and joy. So this is saying that you're moving towards something that's going to either make you happy and joyful, things that are going to fill you with that youthful, spirited energy. It could simply be that you found what is making you happy and joyful, But to me, it's very much that you are moving towards that, or you are making sure that you move within that and that you're staying happy. We do have a Two of Swords in the reverse, suggesting that you are looking to make a decision and you may feel like you don't have all the information. The Sun card is suggesting that you potentially feel like you need a lot of clarity, but this is something where it's suggesting that you need to rely on your intuition. If you don't have all the information in front of you, very much using your intuition to make that decision that is coming, and it is going to be a decision that is going to be for the better of you. And very much here, like I say, you've got that union of your heart and your head, and this is making that decision full-heartedly, moving forward, using your intuition to guide you, making, having that faith in the universe and spirit. And this is when you've made that decision of what it is that you're going towards. That Page of Pentacles there, very much going towards something new, starting out on a new venture, giving a gift of abundance to someone, or it could just simply be that they might be starting a new job, maybe they're starting a new course. This to me suggests that you will be starting something new, something that you're going to find is going to help create stability for you in some form, whatever you feel stability is, whether that's financially, whether that is emotionally, both. Whatever stability is for you, this is you starting something new that is going to help you get that stability. And it's very much a decision that you're going to be making from using your intuition. Yeah. Right. Let's get you an Angel of Light Oracle, and then we'll get you Luminous Pathways Oracle as well to see what other messages Spirit's got for you. Okay, so we've got Power. I don't know why I hold these up. I'm pretty sure that's really blurry and quite bright with the line. Excuse me. Okay, so Power. You were reminded that your essence is divine. So excuse me. So let no one diminish you. When you feel totally serene and at peace, you are powerful. No one can upset or influence you. Your angel guidance is to find your still, quiet center, then heal your anger, purify your emotions, rely on your own judgment, and take your own decisions. It serves your spiritual growth to take responsibility for your life, to stand on your own feet and be strong. True power is based on your inner strength, self-worth, and confidence. Claim your power today. Your affirmation: I am serene, powerful, and confident. So that, to me, suggests that the challenge is more about gaining your independence, gaining your power, making sure that you are doing things for yourself, but opening up to others and staying independent. So having that interdependence if you're looking at relationships. Right, let's get you a Luminous Pathways Oracle, or 2 or 3, see what comes out. Can you give me any more? Yeah, 3. Oh, no, you've got 4. Okay. So we have the Earth's core. We have the eclipse. We have the parchment and quill. And we have the firefly's glow. It's a shame that the camera doesn't pick up the colour on these because they are beautiful. They're so bright. Right, let's get the meanings for you. Now, I apologise. The book is not in order and I have not learnt them all. I haven't learnt any of them, I'm not going to lie. Right, what have we got? Okay, so the Earth's core embodies stability, grounding, and core beliefs. It's a reminder to stay grounded and connected to your true essence, especially in times of upheaval. The parchment and quill symbolises creativity, writing and expression. It encourages you to express yourself creatively, whether through writing, art, or other forms of expression. The firefly's glow symbolises guidance, small lights and hope. It reminds you that even in the darkness there is a light and guidance available, and sometimes the smallest lights are the most significant. And then the eclipse embodies transformation, concealment and revelation. It suggests a time of significant change where something important is about to be revealed or transformed, urging you to embrace change. Very much that Tower card. Okay, I hope you enjoyed your reading today, Pisces. If you did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It will help pass the message on to anyone else. If you do want to hear more from me, don't forget you can subscribe if you haven't already. And if you press that notification bell, it will let you know when I do post new content. Good luck with your healing, and thank you for joining me.